Hello and welcome to the bonus stage of Cascadia story. I was wondering where this is, like this extra wall of text stage that is at the start actually, but no, it's here later on. Let's just go quickly through it. It is like only some text with exploration in the Cascadia and maybe experiencing some story from her path and why she was like bounce around. Stage 4 Disaster Simulation. This history is one written of blood and tears. That previous wisdom are derived from the sacrifices of those who came before. And this is where we actually progress with Cascadia.
出発だ。足元に注意しろ。
So our first anomaly area. Ever since doll-making technology became commonplace, Spark Heavy Industries has decided its effort to apply said technology to disaster relief efforts. Dolls are stronger, far more resilient and reliable than humans' rescues. Naturally, the most important fact is that dolls can face perilous situations in place of human beings. The SRT-8 is a broadly capable emergency rescue doll. They are the technological fusion of dolls from various fields such as the CRAR, the FF Alpha, the SEDT, and the GMTL, as well as the SRT series of multi-legend rescue robots. Like she's like the super doll, latest version, high-end doll. The SRT will rewrite the history of disaster rescue. Yeah, and this is actually where we can a little bit watch the doll. So she has like her slug hammer and her chainsaw slow-mo chainsaw doggo.
出発だ。足元に注意しろ。
I sadly cannot zoom in.
言ったろ。チビを甘く見んなって。
Warrior. Maybe we can take a peek into ultimate. And her attacks also ignore the defense, which is seemingly OP. I know Erika is one of the...
レスキュー完了。
I know Erika is one of the girls of the dolls who are also quite strong. And she's like new. And we enter our second data transmission. As an emergency rescue doll, two principles were infused into the design of the SRT-8: high performance and broad applicability. While this requirement might have seemed contradictory, they were actually essential for a search and rescue doll. Specifically, such a doll would require high-spec rescue abilities as well as a high degree of part interchangeability and expandability to allow it to use standard parts for maintenance and repair under any circumstances. As a result, 80% of the SRT-80's structural components came from the most commonly available generic parts of the market. According to the conclusion of the Svarog Heavy Industries design team, even after sustaining moderate to serve levels of damage, the SRT-8 would be able to return to service after a creep part sharp swap in field. Making a rescue doll too complex would be putting the cart before the horse. Okay, so she is like her parts are very exchangeable. After finalizing the basic structure, the researchers began officially prototyping the SRT-8's body in response to feedback obtained for FF Alpha line. They opted to go with a miniaturizing frame, which would be more maneuverable and effective at conducting rescue missions in confined areas. After taking into consideration that many rescue missions would take place in such environments, the design team decides to miniaturize the SRT-8 as much as possible without compromising its power output. Won't people mistake it for a kid? We are not able to see. Oh, right now we can see the ultimate. I think her ultimate is just simply. We're not able to see ultimate. Oh, okay. So, okay, ultimate only after the next stage. Okay, the third anomaly area. The core technology of the SRT-8 was the search and rescue module, which were specifically designed for it. Said modules contained multiple vital sign detection devices and disaster forecasting equipment, such as seismic tremor sensor, radar, and sonar sensor. However, when faced with disaster, what people needed most was not a tool, but a way to deal with the rapidly shifting circumstances at the scene. As such, the Svarog technology team tried to reuse the SRT series data to develop a disaster prediction system, which would in turn improve the SRT's 8 abilities to respond to emergency situation. Unfortunately, the SRT data alone was not enough to support the development of the SRT-8's disaster prediction system. Oh, this is sad. Like, actually, if this was also in SRT-8, like in Cascadia Inn, she would be able to predict also the, like, to save the girl and probably, yeah, it would be much better off. But whatever, we have what we have. They needed more empirical data. Just as technical personnel were at their wits' end, Svarog Heavy Industries received an unexpected gift. Specifically, it was a joint package from disaster memorial mausoleums around the world, comprised of data disks containing massive amount of disaster records and data. Those disks were enough to complete the development of the basic disaster prediction system. However, the surprise did not end there. Over the course of the following year, Svarog Heavy Industry also received a steady stream of operational logs from both civilian and government affiliated rescue teams. Thank you, everyone. Okay, maybe now we can see the ultimate. Yes, we can. And she just put out a sledgehammer and pulls it off.
言ったろ、チビを甘く見んなって。
Also noticing that new dolls have more frame rates on their ultimates. Okay, the fourth area. In addition to a genericized framework and its rescue module, another challenge in the SRT's 8 development phase was designing a neural cloud that was suited to search and rescue duties. Secure operations not only required calm, precise judgment, bold decisiveness, and the ability to take action in a serious and reliable manner, but also sufficient sensitivity to show the human physique during dire circumstances. If you make it too cool and serious, it will come off as inhuman. Isn't there any reference we can use? Why not consult the FF Alpha team? Isn't she a little too lively? Man, she's like, they really cannot really decide about. She looks like a kid. She's lively. And actually they decided here to be judgment, so she actually do what she's supposed to do. If there's a situation to be done, she will just do it as her design, just by design. After much effort on the part of the research team, they finally managed to strike a balance for the SRT-8's neural cloud design. However, the SRT did not turn out quite like everyone expected after she was awakened. Indeed, the SRT-8's personality met all the requirements accepted of it. But she was so serious and stubborn about training that she even butted heads with the researchers several times. There were several incidents where SRT-8, in its capacity as a tester, was haranguing and ordering the research staff around as it completed its performance trial. It wasn't quite what they expected, but it turned out quite well. In order to obtain data, Stark Heavy Industries decided to work with the Federal Disaster Rescue Team. After internal trials were concluded, the SRT-8 joined the Federal Disaster Rescue Team and took part in the rescue operation in various locales. The SRT-8 was both nervous and excited about whatever she would be accepted by her team. Since she is going to be a member of a team, don't you think addressing her by her serial number isn't quite appropriate? It feels like we need to give her a meaningful name. The surprising thing was that the first reply from the Federal Disaster Rescue Team was to consider the SRT's 8 names. Why not name her after the Cascadia subduction zone? Okay, so I just googled about Cascadia subduction zone, and it makes sense that it named it like her because of Svarog Heavy Industry is America-based industries, and they also have very American-based names. All the dolls there, so this is what her name comes from. Didn't know. After Cascadia's initial trial were completed, she was sent to the Federal Disaster Rescue Team and completed many rescue operations. After that, she was seconded to the Baltimore Disaster Management Team for training, and both groups had a very high options of Cascadia. However, voices of descent emergency, as they always did, an urban legend called rescue dolls are not practical began spreading on the internet, which was highly critical on Cascadia's abilities, citing things like how the only thing that rescue dolls could bring back were corpses, why people were still dying when there were rescue dolls, and so on. In other words, selectively accepted garbage. Despite these complaints, Cascadia continued performing her testing duties flawlessly. The data obtained from her trial deployment would be used in the products of future SRT-8s and the engineering measure hounds called smol that she acquired by chance would go on to become standard issue for future SR8s. Yes, man, smol is just best companion. That way they can save more people. Slow-mo will not argue back or scold you for doing mistakes. After the end of Cascadia's trial period, Svarog Heavy Industry sent her to various countries and regions for practical deployment. As a result, Cascadia joined many governments and civilian rescue teams. She took part in at least 4 major rescue operations, 24 intermediate deployments, and countless small-scale rescue missions. Whether it was an earthquake, a volcanic eruption, flood, typhoon, or even a battlefield, the reporters always saw Cascadia working tirelessly on the front lines. It looks like the development of the rescue team was successful. However, the shocking thing was the feedback that some rescue team gave about her, saying that she often disobeyed orders and hid it on her own. She even gained the nickname Lone Wolf Cascadia. However, she does have slow-mo. She does have it. She's not alone, okay? Like I thought, this is the best companion for her. It suits her well. However, many other teams has glowing opinions about her. Svarog Heavy Industry has no choice but investigate this highly polarized feedback, and that is the reason why she sent to Project Neural Cloud. Did something go wrong somewhere? Okay, I think that like we're approaching the last area here. You know what? I didn't saw the victory animation. Okay, slow-mo is in need a rescue, and then she frees slow-mo. So cute. And hugs him. I don't know if music is too... this is good. I don't know if music is too quiet. Okay, the second last anomaly area. The polarized feedback about Cascadia drew Svarog Heavy Industries' attention, as well as that of the media. An investigation by the later finally revealed the truth. Certain civilian SRR teams were unwilling to take the risk of performing rescue operation and choose to work in a conservative fashion. Cascadia violated of orders was entirely for the sake of saving more lives. Once that fact came to light, Cascadia popularity skyrocketed and some people even started calling her a heroine. Just as everyone thought this petted powerhouse would continue shining in the rescue industry, word spread that Cascadia would be soon retiring. Where is she going? Straight to Project Neural Cloud for whatever reason. Man, they are sending their every doll for simulations. This is sad. God, I don't know how the story will end, but this is, yeah. I wish I knew about Girls Frontline a little bit earlier. It's kind of interesting and very deep, as I remember.
出発だ。エレク
They
トリ
worked
ッ
on
ク
the story quite a long time too.
言ったろチビを甘く見んな。
Okay, so the last anomaly area of this bonus episode. Ah, right, this is the welcome to the Oasis scene. Yeah, I'm glad that they did it near the end. I think I will also maintain this this scenario where I do the stages at the end, because it's just wall of text. It's not very exciting to watch, but we can comment and talk a bit about the new doll. Product code SRT-8. Body code, I don't know, MSPD Svarog Industry 000. Project serial number SHESRT-8000. Okay, product activity date January 26, the year 2057. Product name Cascadia. Neural activation percentage unknown. Neural cloud has been encrypted and examined is not supported. Okay. SRT-8, call name Cascadia. Verification code completed. Enter Project Neural Cloud. Welcome to the Oasis, Cascadia. Thank you for everything you have done for the Oasis in its time of need. Straight into the action. What a great girl. Welcome,
レスキュ
Cascadia.
ー完了っと。
Yes. And that's it for the bonus episode. So yeah, think the next doll will be a doll with the next doll will be a Kimi, a Shrine Maiden sort of doll, and yeah, I'm very happy to go through her story too. And who knows, maybe we are in the more friendly scenario where Oasis is not under attack this time, but man, there's like Oasis is always under the attack. I kind of want to see the sun coming out. But as for right now, thank you for watching, listening, and wish you a great day, night, afternoon, and see you on the other story in Neural Cloud.